Today we will see how to implement a simple IoT project using Raspberry Pi Pico, and we will be sending the sensor data like DHT22 humidity and temperature data to a cloud platform that is called as Thingspeak. So, I have already explained about this Thingspeak in my earlier videos, you can check on that. So, we will be logging in first and we will create a new channel there. So, quickly I will log in here. So, after logging in, you will land up in the channel page, and there we have to create a new channel here. So, let the new channel be DHT22 Pico. So, channel name I am just giving DHT22 Pico. Channel description it's not mandatory to give, if you want you can give it, and because DHT22 can give you two values, that is temperature and humidity. So, I need two field values here. So, two variables I need. So, one is field 1. So, I will label this as let us say temperature, and field 2 I have to activate it from here and let it be humidity. Okay, so two data I am giving here, one is temperature, one is humidity. With these settings we will just save the channel. After saving the channel, by default it will open in the private view, where two graphs you can see when the data will be coming here. In after end of the video we will see the data is appearing here, and we can see the data here, fine. Here you can see one graph is for temperature and another is for humidity. Now, if you go, important part here is the API keys. So, this API key will be used while writing the program, and this is the thing through which the data is going to come. Fine. Now, how to write the program? So, we will be going to a online simulator here, because it is difficult to show with a practical hardware. So, online simulator is better here. So, you can go to this website urequests.com, and from there you can select Raspberry Pi Pico, and from there you can go to this MicroPython. If you select other thing, it will go to embedded C. So, you will select a MicroPython. So, basically whatever we are doing here, the same thing we can implement in the Raspberry Pi also, Raspberry Pi version 3 or 4, whatever you are using, you can implement there. So, this is a default program written. So, we will be deleting the program what is the default program, and we will write our program. For the time being, I am just opening the default window of the programming and the Raspberry Pi circuit with the DHT22. After the programming, we will be doing that. Okay, so to start with the program, I need to import some modules here. So, one is import machine, so that will be used for GPIO. One is import machine, another one I need import time, because I have to use a time delay there. Then I have to import one called as URL request or U request. Okay, one is urequests, and then another one I have to, these are the default available in the Raspberry Pi means module, Raspberry Pi MicroPython. So, I can easily import that. Then I have to import network, so that I can connect to network. Then I have to import one module called as ujson, and then I have to import, last one is DHT library, because I am going to use DHT22 here. So, first thing first, I need to do the Thingspeak settings. Okay. So, here we will be doing, first thing is Thingspeak. In the programming, if you do write like this, it is easy to understand. So, we will be doing the Thingspeak settings, first related setting to Thingspeak. So, what we need to do, first one is Thingspeak. So, first one is Thingspeak API key, and which is equals to, I need to give the API key here, from where I will get it. So, here is the API key, I will just copy it, this API key, right API key I will be using, and paste it here. Okay, so, this is the API key I need. Then I need Thingspeak URL, to which URL I am going to send the data. So, Thingspeak URL I have to create, which is again equals to, is a default. So, http colon double slash API dot. So, this is a fixed thing. So, it is a fixed thing, thingspeak.com means it is a default thing slash update. So, it is a default for every program you will use. What will change here is only the API key will change. So, this will remain same while you are doing your program. So, you can take this API key from your channel. So, no need to take this API key, but this URL will remain same. URL is a constant thing, it never changes. Okay, next thing I need to give to the Raspberry Pi Pico is the Wi-Fi settings. Okay, so because I need to connect to internet, so I need a Wi-Fi, so I have to give the Wi-Fi settings here. So the Wi-Fi settings will be, so first one is Wi-Fi SSID. So what is the Wi-Fi hotspot name? Now here I am using the online platform, so for this one a default Wi-Fi hotspot ID is there, but if you are implementing in hardware, then you can give your own hotspot name. So for online, this Wi-Fi is Wokwi-guest. This is the default Wi-Fi password. Then I need the Wi-Fi password also. So Wi-Fi underscore password. So I am just writing this long variable so that it will be easy to understand. Fine. And Wi-Fi password by default for this website is nil. That means it's open. Anyone can connect. So it's like that. Okay. Next, I need to fix the DHT sensor. So I'll write DHT22 settings. So what settings I have to do there? So I have to initialize a variable that is DHT sensor, and that is equals to DH from the DHT library we have imported. So DHT.DHT22 that is available, and here we will be taking from the machine module, we will take the pin number. We can take any pin number, GPIO pin. Let me take pin number 4 in this case. Fine. So this is the settings for DHT. Then we will be doing for the how to read the data from the DHT. First we will read the data, then we will write the program to send the data. So first I will be defining a function to read the DHT data. Okay, so first I am defining function. So for that I need to write define. Then the function name I will give read room temperature underscore humidity. Okay, so this is the function I am defining. Sorry. So in the function what I have to write? So first one is from the DHT sensor. So that is what we have created here, this DHT sensor. From here what we have to do? We have to measure. Okay, so measure is a function. If I write like write this, then it will take the data from the DHT sensor, and then what we have to do? We have to read the temperature data and the humidity data separately. So temperature is equals to DHT dot DHT underscore sensor. So DHT underscore sensor, from there I need to read the temperature. Okay, and this is a function. So next I need the humidity also. So the humidity is equals to again DHT dot sensor dot, I have to write here humidity. These are the inbuilt functions here. So sorry, this is humidity. Okay, now I have read the two values. I am getting two values from the sensor. So next part is I have to return the values to the main function. So I'll write here return. So two values I have to return. So this temp. Okay, so this spelling sense mistake was there. Okay, so this temperature value I have to return. So I'll return temperature, comma, I have to return humidity as well. So these two values I have to return. Fine, I will go out of the function. Next is I need to create a function. This function, what it will do, when I will call this function, it will read the data from the sensor. Next is the function to send data to Thingspeak. Okay, so how to send the data to Thingspeak? Let's see. So I will define a function here. So define send data to Thingspeak. So in this one I have to pass two parameters here, because which data I am going to send? One is temperature, one is humidity. So these are the two data I am going to send. So I will pass these two attributes to this, and I will be using this to send the data. This is the two data I am going to send. From where I am getting the data? I am getting the data from this read room temperature humidity function, right. So this will be humidity. Okay. So now how to send? So I have to first create a data there. So how to create the data? So this is how the data will be created. Here first one is the API key. So what is the API key here? I have to, here I am actually creating a dictionary here. So inside the dictionary I am giving the key value as the API key, and the API key is Thingspeak API key that I have given earlier. Okay. And then I need another one that is called as your field one. So field one, sorry, caps lock is there. It will be small letters. So field one. So if you have seen in this channel settings, see this field one is temperature. Okay, field two is humidity. That is what we are going to do here. So field one, I will assign this value to what? I will assign this value to temperature, and then I will write field two, and assign this value as humidity. Fine. So now the data is created. So this data has to be sent. So for that I have to write response the URL. I have to request the URL, so that a variable will be created, that is response equals to. So urequest from this library you have taken. So urequest dot post. So this is used to send the data. To post to where? So post to the Thingspeak URL. First one is Thingspeak URL. Then to this URL, what I am going to send? I am going to send data that is equals to as a JSON. From the JSON library I have to use the function dump data. Okay. So this is the data I am going to send, and then headers I have to give the headers here. So that is content type. So headers content type. So what is the content type here? Content type is, so I have to send this detail that how I am sending the data. I am sending the data as a JSON. So here I have to mention that. So application slash JSON. So I am just mentioning that how the data is being sent. Fine. So this is actually required to send the data. Then we will write response dot close. So here this response will be started, it will send the URL request, and then the response will be closed here. So there is a problem. So it has to be under this function. It went out of the function. Okay. Now this is the program that is means we have written to send the data to the Thingspeak. So it's very easy. So what we have done here, basically we have taken the Thingspeak URL. What is the Thingspeak URL? That we have already given here. Next one is the data, means we are just creating a JSON data. So now what is the data here? That is, data is created as a dictionary here, and the data will be going to this API key. Okay. So next program we are going to do, actually we are trying to, next we will be trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. So here we will writing initialize the Wi-Fi connection. So it's always good to write as functions, so that different modules will be written, and while something goes wrong we can check in the module what has happened. So how to connect the Wi-Fi? So Wi-Fi as a variable is equals to, from the network library we have taken, we will take the WLAN object, and there we will pass network dot sta underscore if and underscore if. Okay. So this is Wi-Fi connection it will start doing. Next Wi-Fi, from the Wi-Fi module we will make Wi-Fi as active, so we will pass the variable as true here. That means Wi-Fi is active in the Raspberry Pi Pico now. Next is will connecting to Wi-Fi, so Wi-Fi dot connect. Now how to connect? So this will be Wi-Fi SSID comma Wi-Fi password. So in this case, if I don't give the password also it will work because it's a open network, but if you are using this program to do the hardware Raspberry Pi Pico, you can just copy paste the program and then you can just set whatever your SSID and password is. Okay. Now what we will do, wait for the Wi-Fi to connect. So for that we will write a small program there, if means it will display that Wi-Fi is getting connected or not. So for that I will write a while loop here. So while not Wi-Fi dot is connected. So this is a inbuilt function that will check whether the Wi-Fi is not connected. Means Wi-Fi is connected, it is a inbuilt function. So it will return either true or false, fine. So if Wi-Fi is connected it will return true, if not connected it will return false. So we are taking while not Wi-Fi connected, that means if Wi-Fi connected is false. Okay, in that case what to do? If the answer is false, then so we will be doing time dot sleep for 1 second. So we will just wait for 1 second till the Wi-Fi is getting connected. If it is connected, again it will go out. So this will be checked every time. So if the condition is true, the Wi-Fi is connected, it will go out of that, fine. So that's the while loop. After this, if it goes out of the loop, then we will just print Wi-Fi is connected. So just to make sure that the Wi-Fi is connected here. So next, when the Wi-Fi is connected, next part is that I need to send the data, I need to call all the functions here. So we have defined all the functions, nothing is going to run if I don't call it. So to call the function, so I will take if name is equals to underscore main okay. So if space if name equals to main, that means main function I am going to call here. So try, what to try? Then I will write while true. Why while true I am writing? That's because it will be infinite loop, it will go on, it will never stop. So while true, so I will take temperature comma humidity, so that is the two data I want to read, that is equals to, so I will just these two values is equals to a function. So what is that function? We will just call that function. So now we have called this function read room temperature humidity, that is the function we have written here, fine. So this is the function we have written. Next, after getting the variables that this is the two values, so I will call the function then send data to Thingspeak. So this function I will call, and inside this if you see send data to Thingspeak, I need to pass two variables here. So here I will to pass two variables that I have just got the data. So temperature comma humidity. Okay. Now this data will be called. So after this calling this, next I will just print data is sent to Thingspeak, fine. Okay. See, send first we got this variables from the read room temperature humidity function, then we are sending the data, just passing the argument. So after this we will be doing a time dot sleep for 15 seconds. That's because in free account of Thingspeak there will be a 15-second delay to get the data, fine. So this there will be a 15-second delay. So this is what, or except it will try doing all this except what, your except So just a condition to stop it. So keyboard interrupt. Okay, if there is no keyboard interrupt, then it will continue to send the data. Fine. We have written a if condition. So for that I'll while I'll just write pass. Okay, then it will pass and then it will go out of the loop. Fine. So this is all the programming we need. Next is the connection with the Raspberry Pi Pico. So see here in the pin, what I have taken, pin number 4. So we will be taking a DHT22, DHT22 here. Okay. Okay. So for this DHT22, what are the connections I need to make? So this one you see, this is ground. So this is serial data will be sending, and this is VCC. So VCC will be connecting to here, there will be so 3-volt pin. I will connect this VCC. Let me connect it properly. Let me keep the DHT this side, so it will be better. Okay. So this one is VCC, will be connected to here. Next one is ground. So this ground I can connect to here, this ground, and this one is serial data that will be connected to GPIO 4. GPIO 4 because I have taken the GPIO 4 here. Now my program is complete. Let's run this program. So there is some error in line 31. Okay, so what is line 31? Comma is missing. Okay. So that was a dictionary where comma was missing. Next, no module name urequests. Module name not there. So let me just check it. Okay, so that library problem is solved now. Now we will be running the program. So we will see what the output is coming. See, it takes some time. Then here you can see Wi-Fi is connected. So this one will be displayed here. Wi-Fi is connected. We will wait for some time. Let the program run. So it is actually a data sent to Thingspeak. Now this one we got. So here you can see. Here also we got the data. Fine. After 15 seconds, one more data will come. In the meantime, what you can do? Virtually we can change the temperature. So I am changing the temperature. Let's say 40 degree and 61.5, and we will see here what data is coming here. Fine. So let us see what is the data coming here. Data thanks to Thingspeak, and it should be appearing in the Thingspeak website. See what is the data now. This is temperature 40 and here it is 61. So we can change it further also. So if I make it, let's say 80 degree and temperature this 0.1 degree, let's say. So this data gets updated after every 50 seconds. Now you see new data came here. So this is 90 and this is 40. That's because while changing this 15 second I think cross. So we'll be waiting for one more data to send. So to verify that this is sending the data as 0.1 and 90 degree, 90%. Okay. So now it sent the data again, and we'll just see what is the data coming here. So now here the data you can see is 0.1 and the data here is same as 90. So this is how you can send the data to thingspeak.com from Raspberry Pi Pico. Next is what else you can do in Thingspeak. So we can go here, we can add widgets also. So a numeric display you can create, so that will display the numeric value. So for field 1 I can create one numeric, and for field 2 also I can create another numeric here. So taking that field 2. Okay, now what will happen? So the latest data will be shown here. So fine. So this one, this humidity, if I change, let's say the temperature I change to this much degrees. So next the data will be sent. We'll see what is the data will be available here. So let us let it send one more data, then we'll be seeing what is the data available in the Thingspeak. So like this, it's a very easy. I will copy paste the program in the description. You can have a look on the program. Okay, you see now this is the data we got, that 40 and 90. Fine. So this numerical display is also you can get, and you can get the graph data also. Further, there are option you can export the recent data and you can download it as a CSV file. So then you can, if you have any machine learning or AI, artificial intelligence, you want to apply on the data, you can do that. So it's a real time function. You with your actual hardware of Raspberry Pi and DHT22 also you can do the same thing. I hope this video was understandable and you understood the program what we have written. So next video will be see that how we can do the same thing with ESP32. So keep watching. Thank you.